And now, presenting from across the pond, it's the Squared Circle Relics podcast.
Everybody stand up. Everybody put your hands up. Let's party. Everybody stand up. Disco. Everybody put your hands up. Let's party. Everybody bounce with me. Some shit in the party. Everybody.
Hello and welcome to episode 77 of the Squared Circle Relics podcast. We are all back once again. Boom. The three boys. I just want to give a quick shout out to KGus61 for the cover on the last episode. Looking forward to seeing the sets coming out soon. And Megan Bain, I was shouting Megan Bain at you guys.
Brain!
Oh, I was actually saying it in that voice as well. When he was asking who you want to see in the next sets and stuff. So,
I messaged him the other day going, Thekla.
How you boys doing anyway?
Well, before we start, the only good wrestling podcast in existence. Fuck you, Danny. There you go. Get that one out of the way.
Care to explain that? Or?
No, not at all.
No,
not at all.
Any context?
Any context? No. Fuck you, Danny. The only true wrestling card podcast in existence as well. Might I add. Anyway, yeah, really good, man. Really good. It's busy. Work's been busy, but had like a week off as well, which has been really nice. Spent a lot of time with the kid. Yeah, it's been good, man. It's been good. Jamie, how you been?
Yeah, all good. I was going to say about KGus61. He was really good to have on the show, and he had his clipboard, and he was like writing down ideas from like things you were saying and stuff. So it'd be nice to see if any of it comes to life from what we were saying on the episode. But yeah, no, good couple of special guests we've had. So yeah, good fun.
That was good fun. Like, yeah. I mean, Jamie, have you actually watched The Beach yet? Or...
No, I haven't watched The Beach yet. No.
It's such a good film, man.
You've lost your cat as well?
Yeah, well, we're still searching, but yeah, hopefully tomorrow we'll hopefully get a resolve. But yeah, we've been leafleting this evening, so yeah, we've done all we can for the minutes. It's now up to her to help find a way back. So yeah, other than that though, all good. I did go to Collectomania in Milton Keynes last weekend, Lloydie, down your patch of the road. So it's really funny. A mate of mine was like, "Oh, we need to go to a Comic-Con this year." So it's like, well, we might go later in the year, but we'll see how we go. But Collectomania, it said like hundreds of stalls and all that. It's very, very small, isn't it, Collectomania?
I haven't been for many, many years, and it was big back in the day.
Oh, really?
They got it like into the stadium, and it was massive. But they've put it into the hall in Milton Keynes City Centre now, haven't they? So
yeah, it's in the centre MK. Yeah,
it's quite small now. So yeah, it went from small to big, back to small again.
Well, we planned the whole day, so I picked him up at 7:30, got down there for 9, think we'll have a full day of it. We'd done it by 11:15. I was like, Jesus. Really? But we did go to the, you've got a sci-fi museum now opposite Centre MK, and it's called like movie memorabilia and stuff. Have you been over there?
I love how you're talking, you're asking me about stuff that I know that's in my city. Yes. I haven't been over there actually.
Okay.
But did you go and see Christopher Lambert when you were at Collectomania? Because he was there. There can be only one. I was actually thinking about going to see him, but I didn't get around to getting a card for him to sign, so I didn't go. But do you like a good old Milton Keynes, Jamie?
It's all right. I mean, it's not bad for a shopping centre. But yeah, we went. I say we done that. Then we went to the museum for a bit. We were going to go to the arcade next door, but we ended up just having lunch and then coming home.
I didn't know there was an arcade next door, to be fair. So
yeah, so it's like a big arcade. It's like you pay 15 quid and everything's free play for 3 hours. So I think if we ever decide to have a journey over to MK, I think, boys, that would be a fun afternoon out, I reckon.
Yeah.
Chris, man, how you getting on, bud?
Yeah, so up and down, swings and roundabouts.
Oh.
Well, so
I thought you were going to say, I'm really cool, man.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not.
So obviously I was off the last show because we were meant to be going on holiday. We did, but we didn't go on the holiday that we paid for or planned. So So yeah, one of the kids threw up like 4 or 5 days before we went, and I fucking jinxed it and said, "Oh, at least it didn't happen the night before we went." Oh, what a dickhead. So yeah, that was the younger one. Then the night before, so 4 hours before we were meant to leave, he starts chucking up absolutely everywhere. So yeah, we didn't go. Lost the money.
Oh, you lost it.
Yeah, my missus was in charge. I paid, but I obviously just gave her the money. This is the first time she didn't get any kind of insurance. So yeah. So yeah, we lost that. So we ended up going to Yarmouth instead.
Oh, at least you got away.
Right. Yeah, it was all right. But yeah, but then the issue there was we got there. We had like two good days, and then I was ill, and I was really, really ill.
Oh, really? Dude.
Yeah. So yeah, so I guess, like, one of them.
Are you all over it now though?
Yeah. Everyone's all back to normal, back to school and everything. So yeah, just like everyone kind of gets better just as everyone's going back to school. So
yeah,
always the way.
What about you, Lloydie?
I went to see Peppa Pig.
The baby
at the cinema. Yes,
Peppa's new baby.
I could have done without seeing the conception of the baby, and then
did you see the birth?
Yeah, and the birth. Yeah, it was disgusting. It was like it started with Daddy Pig getting down and dirty with Mummy Pig in the dirt, and then it's ended with a screaming, oinking the baby out. It's disgusting. No, I joke. You don't see any of it. But it was nice to see the little one. So she's got a heart on her cheek, and they say, "Oh, it's a birthmark," which I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense because you've all got rosy cheeks. I don't know.
You all got birthmarks.
Yeah, and but it was just like it was all ruined, wasn't it? Because they announced it was going to be a girl. They announced that the name was going to be Evie. So we just went there and were like, well, we know what's going to kind of happen.
Yeah.
But it was just nice to see him in the cinema for the first time. He was the kid was he was like, he kept on saying, "Everyone's coming to watch the film with me." I thought it was quite cute. And
was it a whole
big screen
movie? Is it
it's
like a full
an
hour and a half?
Isn't it?
Yeah, so it was 10 episodes, but after every episode's like 5 minutes, and after every episode they did a song / musical event that occurred after every episode. And it was like intertwined with like live action kids in it as well, which my missus said afterwards, she was like, that didn't really work for me. It just didn't look good. And I was like, I didn't really think about it, to be honest. But yeah, but like the cinema was quiet because all the kids didn't know the songs because they were all like new songs. So it was like, it wasn't like the bing bong bing, bing bong bong. It wasn't any of that. It was just like, oh, I had a dream and stuff like that. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? So it wasn't overly enjoyable to that extent. But yeah, it was just nice to see him at the cinema. He thought it was quite cool.
So when's he going to see the beach then?
Well, the thing, ironically, when I was his
Probably
age...
before you.
Do you reckon? Bets on table now, yeah.
But the first movie I went to see at the cinema was at the Electra in Newport Pagnell. I was 3 years old. I was the same age as Stan is now. My mum took me to see Ghostbusters.
Wow.
I can't even imagine.
This.
I can't imagine taking Stanley to see Ghostbusters. He would cack himself.
No.
So it's just mad, isn't it? Like what parents used to do.
We went on holiday, as I said, with my mum, and we were talking when we were there. And I said, "Mum, do you remember we were on holiday and I was about 7 or 8, and you let me watch A Nightmare on Elm Street?" I was like, just think Ted's like 4 years older than that now, and I would not dream of letting him watch that.
Crazy, isn't it?
It's mad, isn't it?
And that was her response. She was just like, "Oh, it's a different time."
Yeah, different time, desensitized. But like, yeah, it's just thing is, I think, I don't know, man. Like, because I go into a lot of the films. I don't like jump scare films. I like horror, but I don't like just like, oh, there's someone behind the table. Oh, there's someone behind it. I just don't. That's not good horror for me. It's just jump scare shit. But I don't know, man. Like, I just remember watching. I remember watching Alien and Aliens growing up, RoboCop. You know, I was well young when I watched RoboCop.
Same with Alien. I was again like 9, 10.
Yeah, Tremors and all that jazz, and I just didn't even hit the surface. I just thought it was cool.
Yeah,
that was it. So I don't know, man. Times have changed.
That's where the generation gap is for me and you guys, because like the first movies I was seeing up was like we went to see Jeepers Creepers and it was like a 12, but I was obviously like snuck in. But even like that, like 10 years old was like petrifying, but it's quite tame in consideration, really. But you wouldn't imagine like even considering taking like a 12-year-old to sort of movies like that now, you know?
No way.
I like Final Destination stuff.
I like Jeepers Creepers. I watched the first 3 Final Destinations at the cinema. That makes me feel old. Because that...
what are they on now?
I think this is 7? 6, 7?
Jesus.
Did you see there's a new one out at the cinema now?
Yeah.
Did you see that story about...
the actual cinema?
The actual cinema. The roof fell through during the film.
Yeah.
That fucking looks mental.
Yeah.
Oh, talking of news, I went to the shop to buy some milk this morning, and as I walked past all of the tabloid trash on my right-hand side, on the Daily Star, apparently they found the Holy Grail, and it's in St Albans.
Allegedly.
So apparently there's a guy who believes he's tracked down the Holy Grail, and it's in a undisclosed Templar tomb somewhere in St Albans. So he's just waiting to get the permits to go in and find it.
And the Daily Star are the only paper reporting this, yeah?
It's amazing, isn't it? The front page of the Daily Star.
I'll tell you, I can't wait for the Tops Now card.
I laughed all the way home. I was in bits this morning looking at that. I was like, oh my God. Can you imagine if it's true?
Fuck yeah.
Like, the Daily Star got it bang on.
Page 1, Holy Grail. Page 2 and 3, a double spread on Virgin Island.
Tits, and more tits.
Amazing.
Cool. Right, shall we talk about some wrestling?
In a cup. Tits. Sorry, mate. Go on.
Oh, they're too true.
Wrestling. Shall we talk about
wrestling.
it? Have you guys been watching any? I'll start us off. I've been watching a lot of AEW lately. I've watched the last
good stuff. 3
Dynamites, other than the one that was on last night.
The 4-hour one last night, yeah, geez.
Yeah, I've been watching Collision, Double or Nothing. You guys?
I watched something different. I watched the Maple Leaf Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Is it MLP? I want to say ML Dub. It's the one where
Scott D'Amore's company, isn't it?
Scott D'Amore's company, yeah. And I really liked it. I actually paid because everyone bought the pay-per-view for the it's MLP. Everyone bought the pay-per-view for AEW. So I thought, you guys are going to talk AEW a lot. So I'm going to go and watch MLP. So it was a really good show. It was very much like a super indie show, to be honest. It felt very like the way that the matches were formatted, getting in a lot of old WWE stuff. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was well paced. I thought it had some really good wrestling in it. I bought the pay-per-view and I bought it with the future pay-per-view as well. So you pay a bit extra and you get them two for not one, but two for
just a 2.
Just less than 2. So there's one on this weekend. So I'm going to be watching that. But yeah, really cool.
Yeah, because I know they're talking about what the long-term thing is, because they're doing like the old TNA pay-per-view type things, aren't they? Like sort of semi-regularly. But it's getting good reviews, and people like saying it's quite a nice little addition to have amongst the other sort of American indie stuff. So yeah, it'd be good to watch, see what they do.
I honestly, I thought it was quite cool because like MLP goes back like the Canadian wrestling on that side goes back years and years. It was only like Jack Tunney, wasn't it, that got rid of it to Vince, and then it just kind of dissolved from there. It's like a territory thing. So yeah, cool to bring back. It just is quite weird that obviously TNA is still based in Canada as well, isn't it? Really, but
Anthem are Canadian.
yeah. So it's kind of like those are the two going to be the two powerhouses in Canada, which I never thought I'd hear, should I say? But no, it was really cool, man. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to what they do next, and I just not 100% over Josh Alexander being their champion. I know he's like Mr. Canada, isn't he? But like, I don't like the Beats headphones on his head. I think they're shit.
Still offend you?
There's just I know he had his like ear almost ripped off and whatever when he was wrestling whatever years ago. But go for it, Peter Check, go for it.
Toughen up.
Yeah, toughen up. Yeah. Anyway, AEW.
Yeah.
What did you think of AEW? You got to talk about Double or Nothing.
Yeah. I mean, AEW on a hot streak. I think everyone's talking about them at the minute, aren't they? But Double or Nothing was a great show. Like, it was 4.5 hours, give or take, but it didn't feel like I'd done it in 2 sittings, but it was like it just flew by. Really, really good show.
Yeah, I don't think there was a bad match.
No, like
all the matches were really good.
Like, even if you like took a piss break in like the tag match before the main event, if you missed it, it's worth watching back because it was still a great tag match. Like, there just wasn't anything that you can kind of skip, really. So, yeah, really, really good show. And Anarchy in the Arena was... I love that as, like, my favourite gimmick match. I just really enjoy it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, great show around.
We've always said, as Dave said, it's not great when you're there, but man, is it good if
you have
just
no fucking idea. When you're live watching it, you're like, it's pointless. It's just pointless. But yeah, great for it's like almost a cinematic event, isn't it? Really,
yeah.
You just kind of just sit back and watch it on the screen. Lovely stuff. But yeah, cool. Was there any big spots in that? I don't know. I've not seen.
Oh, it was loads of spots.
There was loads of spots. The swerve coming in on what was he come on a forklift?
On the forklift, coming off the forklift.
He had pit tacks in his shoes.
Yeah, thumbtacks due for the double stop. We had Nick Jackson come off the stage doing a senton flip. Yeah. We had the ambulance come back in during the match.
We had a drowning pool. The bodies.
Drowning pool being played.
That was so good.
That's cool. We had staple guns and like Swerve used a staple gun and then got his own tongue stapled.
Yeah.
They had I'm So Excited Pointless is on for a bit, and they had like Samoa Joe smashing Cesaro through all the merch stand while that was playing. So yeah, just absolute carnage, just great fun, you know.
One thing I will just say about AEW at the moment is I think they have the best women's and men's wrestler in terms of Toni Storm and Hangman Page. I just don't think there is anyone better than these guys. They're the top of their game at the moment. It's so much fun to watch.
I've been trying to get into the last two shows, because the last two shows have just been crammed full of a lot of fun, and I've been wanting to talk about Toni Storm for a long time. Man,
everything she does,
she's like their EVP, isn't she? Like,
so good.
She's like the Al Pacino of wrestling right now. She's chewing the scenery, but it's good shit. It really is. I mean, it's vulgar humour, but hello, sorry. But it's, I don't think it's for everyone, but ultimately, I just think she's just leaps and bounds beyond anything. Like those, you look at the Four Horsewomen, right? And what they've achieved and how well they've done. Her character of Timeless Toni Storm has surpassed anything those four girls have ever done.
100%.
It's just so good. So... yeah,
and it is like every time anything I see her in, if it's the press conference afterwards, if it's, you know, a VT, if it's anything, you know, in ring promos, they're all just so good. And the same with Hangman. I haven't always been like a big Hangman fan, but just recently, I just think there's no one better than him at the moment.
Crying like a baby though afterwards.
Yeah,
it means so much to me. You flopping as he's doing it.
You do wonder though how much damage whatever happened with him and Punk did to his kind of thought on
I think
where
it's set him back, hasn't it? Or it did set him back a good few years, I think.
Especially because if Tony was obviously trying to save face for everyone as well, like there is that element of building himself up. But I do think like he's on such a roll at this point. I just do worry that if he does beat Moxley at All In, would he then only have a month for then having potentially Ospreay at Forbidden Door? Bruv. Like, because if he goes in Bruv and then wins it in London, which you imagine he could potentially do, it feels a shame to only have a month title reign. But I guess we'll wait and see how it develops, I guess.
Yeah.
There's also rumours about Forbidden Door.
The thing is, though, is Will a shoe-in to...
No, I don't think he's really next.
No, he's not.
He's not like number one contender or anything. I think it's,
No.
I would be so... I mean, we don't know what's going to happen with AEW next year, but you're going to have to then wait to give Will that big moment for another year.
Yeah.
Like, 2 years at All In, he didn't really have the big moment. I mean, he beat MJF, but it still wasn't for the world title.
No.
So
I think we'll get a Forbidden Door. I think we'll get Swerve Ospreay again.
Ospreay. Yeah, I reckon it's going to be something big.
Third installment, yeah. But anyway.
But yes, I mean, it's time. I mean, and this is the thing, like, it's quite nice to not know what's going ahead, whereas, like, you're getting to a point with WWE where if you miss a month, nothing's moving forward, if that makes sense.
Basically.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I haven't really been keeping up to date on WWE too much, but I did see we had a big debut the other day.
Yeah, pretty big.
The glamorous one, Mariah May. We don't know, has that been confirmed that she is keeping that Mariah May name?
Probably next week we'll find out, won't it?
You had a weird one, didn't you? What was
that? Was just some random guy on Facebook was like, I'd love it if she came out and she was called something like Mariah Pelican, and I don't know why, but I just fucking cracked up.
I just literally spat my red wine out everywhere.
It's so funny.
Look, the mad thing is her name is Mariah May, her first and middle name. So that she can't use it, that just seems daft. That she can't use her real name.
My money's still on Mayday.
I liked one of the guys in the chat said May June.
May June.
May June.
And can you imagine a tag team partner called July? So May, June, and July.
Maybe that's what happened if Anna Jay gets released and she'll go back and team with her then.
There you go.
She could be Mariah May, and then they just do the May together.
Jesus. It'll be something completely.
Or they might go before, and they might go April, May.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, that might work. Yeah, it could work.
Have we not had an April?
That's Turtles.
Yeah, that's April O'Neil. Yeah, she's not debuted yet.
Could be April O'Neil. Why not?
That'd probably be over, to be fair. Yeah. Do you think we'll get a Tops Now card of that moment? I think we will, because of the way it was shot, and it was all very...
Really cool.
It's going to be a big spinner, isn't it? Yeah.
It was really cool. Everyone was excited about it.
Yeah.
WWE. I didn't realise... So it's about Mariah May. I was listening to a review of the show on Tuesday. I didn't realise that Mariah May had done so much stuff with Shop Zone catalogues and been to WrestleMania. It's she generally has always wanted to get to WWE, so you can't be more pleased for her, really, you know?
Yeah, I mean, so I followed her probably 2016, 17, that kind of time. And she did used to post a lot about wrestling and WWE. She was training in the UK at that point. Mm-hmm. So she has always been a massive mark, yeah.
So, good on her.
But WWE-wise, have we been keeping up with it at all?
It's all about the releases, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's literally dominated the headline. R-Truths. It's sad.
Strange timing, I thought.
It is strange timing, especially Carlito's even worse because he's part of the faction of, you know what I mean? I always find it really strange when they let someone from a faction go because it's
and they don't mention it.
Yeah. R-Truth, it's a shock. It's just to me though, it's if not now, when? They they just gave him the match against Cena. It's never going to get any bigger in his career going forward now. What was it? So I think it was Billy. Oh, shout out to Billy. Tay Mello's come back. I'm sure it was Billy Cilio, our friend Billy from across the pond, over the pond. He said, "Oh, did you hear Bully Ray talking to Mark Henry about AEW should sign R-Truth, and R-Truth should come in thinking he's still in WWE and call everyone who used to work in WWE by their WWE names." That's hilarious, man.
Yeah,
that would be cool. But it is what it is. Like, I'm not like, oh my God, why have they done it? And stuff like that. It's just like, everything's got to come to an end, man. It's just, you can't predict when it is actually going to come to an end. So,
no. I was reading a thing on Discord. Someone said that Joe Janela should book for GCW him versus Little Jimmy. So it'd be like a visual man match, and then have then like R-Truth then come in for the save or something. You think you can see that just happening, can't you? You know. But yeah, all good fun.
But yeah, Carlito was a bit of a weird one as well. Anyway,
and more to come potentially. I think they've rumours of Miz, and apparently Gunther's also taken all of WWE out of his stuff, and Cross as well. So yeah,
Cross would be a really, really interesting one because he's one of the most over wrestlers with the fans at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, biggest merch seller, isn't he? Apparently, yeah,
selling all the t-shirts.
Yeah.
So, honestly, him in breaks at the minute, it's terrible. Like, really? I used to be able to go in and go, Cross.
Cheap,
yeah. And they're like, oh yeah, have him, please. And now I go in there and go, oh, Cross is gone. Shit. So, yeah, I do think there's more. I said it about a week and a half ago. It's a cleaning out of the old guard.
Yeah.
And I think Triple H likes his youthful talents, and he likes to develop talent the way he likes to develop talent. So I do think, the thing is though, a lot of people have said it for a long time. A lot of the old guard have been there for a long time, just getting a paycheck, and they haven't really done much.
Because that's what I'd heard, is that R-Truth, for instance, had been offered a lot less money and that's why he's not done it. But you think at that point in your career, you could just hang on and take less money and you know you're kind of got a job. But
I mean, it's the same kind of pattern like we had with Dolph Ziggler, didn't we? Like, there was all this outcry for Dolph when he was gone. Oh, we thought he was a for-lifer. But he seemed to have, like, obviously that he's had a renaissance, hasn't he? So there is probably another run in R-Truth, but I mean, it could come back to anything really. But yeah, it's like, say, that clearing out of the old card, isn't it? Really.
Thing is, they stay in a lot longer than they used to do, guys.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back in the day, you were just gone, weren't you?
5-6 years, and that's all you get generally at a push. Like, not many. How many lasted between the 80s and the 90s in WWE?
Yeah, exactly.
They were just
many? Not many.
Gone straight away, kind of thing, weren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
But while we're talking WWE, we do have a pay-per-view coming up. This weekend, isn't it? Saturday. Yeah,
Saturday,
7th, yeah. Do we want to do some quick predictions? There's not many matches.
Do it.
Yeah, do it.
So let's start off with the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. So you got Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, Penta, Seth, Andrade, and El Grande Americano.
Ooh.
Jamie, who you
with
picking?
extra whipped cream?
I am going to go El Grande Americano. But I think there's obviously going to be that it'll be removed from him because they'll reveal it's someone else, it's Chad Gable, and it'll be stripped of it, and then it'll be something else to work towards. That's my gamble on that, I think.
What? It's Chad Gable? What?
I don't think so, mate. Jamie's confused.
I think he's going to be stripped of it anyway, regardless. I think there'll be some.
Why would he be stripped of it?
Oh, I don't know. We'll find out, won't we?
Dave. Men's.
It's a really difficult one, this one, for me personally, because I'm twixt in between three. So, do you want to go first, Chris?
So I was just farting. I'm going to go Seth. It's got to be Seth, hasn't it? He's got to have that case. Yeah, it's got to be Seth.
I will then. So I think Solo's out of it completely because I think he's
cold as hell, isn't he? Minute.
Well, no, he's going to have a feud with Fatu, the other Fatu, at the end of the day, and it's not going to be Penta. I don't think it's going to be El Grande. I think it's a cross between LA Knight.
I could see LA Knight as well.
And Andrade. Because I'm really confused why they've put Andrade into the match.
Unless he's going to win. Why
else would you be there?
They're love luchas at the minute, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah. I do think LA Knight, though, with the briefcase.
Yeah.
Visually stunning. So put me down for LA Knight, even though really deep down, I think it's going to be Seth. Yeah. So.
Cool. Well, let's do women. So we got, and I'll just say before we start this, I think any of these could win, and any outcome of this, I think, would work. Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley, Julia, Naomi, or Stephanie Vaquer. Jamie?
I'm going to go with Stephanie because obviously they've brought her in quite quickly. I just feel like the way they've moved her up, there seems to be logic to it. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Vaquer.
Cool.
Roxanne Perez.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I do think it's her time now to do something. Although I do have one eye on Naomi. I would have gone with Naomi if she hadn't won it before. Like, not won Money in the Bank before, but won a championship before.
Once, yeah.
It's just a bit pointless giving it to her because there's no real payoff to it. But I think her character I love her character.
I think that's the reason they might give it to her, because she's been, since she's come back from TNA, she's just been, again, one of their like most dependable wrestlers, and promos and stuff are pretty decent nowadays.
Do you go Naomi?
No, I'm going Roxanne Perez. I'd already filled this in previously. I can't change now. I can't get bet against Roxanne. So then we will move on to Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso versus Cena and Paul. Jamie?
I think you give Cody the win in the tag match here.
Cody.
But Cena doesn't take the loss.
Cody, Jay. Dave?
Cena and Paul.
Cena and Paul for Dave.
I'm not going against Cena, man. Never. It's my boy.
Yeah, I can't see Cena losing this one either. I'm going to go Cena and Paul. 2. And then the last match that we've got, I don't know if are they gonna add anything? I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, they probably will.
Yeah. Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch with some kind of weird stipulation. So what is it? If Lynch loses, she can't challenge for the Intercontinental Championship again. Oh no.
No. And then
she has to raise her hand and acknowledge Lynch.
She's the better woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real high stakes.
High stakes.
I may say so myself.
Well, it all depends how high she has to raise her hand. I mean, that's
tiny one. Yeah. Jamie?
I'm going to go Becky Lynch for this, but I don't think this is the end of the feud. I think this goes on from here.
Okay. Mr. Dave?
Lyra. I think if you give it to Becky, Lyra's stock just like is fucked. You know what I mean? But they could go with Becky and give Becky. It's all with the baby faces. It's all about the chase in it. So
I'm gonna go Lyra too. I don't know why. I just think I just can't see why Becky winning it would be. I don't know. I'm going with Lyra. Cool. So we'll review that on the next show and see who got it right. Although me and Dave have picked almost identically.
Yeah, I'll see the odd one out here. Yeah, so.
Sorry, mate. Well, no, it's a good thing because if you are the odd one out, you got a better chance of winning.
Probably won, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's it. We'll move on to some card news in a minute, but first of all, changes. We've had some changes in the podcast. You might have noticed we didn't have like an opening ad or anything today when the show started. That is because we have parted ways with our former sponsor, Cardtricks UK. So just before we go any further, I just want to give a massive shout out to Chris at Cardtricks. He's been a gent for the last year. He's helped the pod grow. He's given away belts, briefcases, and shitloads of cards. So yeah, big thank you to Chris, Casper, and the whole team over there at Card Tricks. Still breaking every day, doing their thing. And yeah, it's all love from us. But a new chapter for us. So in terms of keeping the podcast running, we do need to do something. So we are starting our very own Patreon.
Woohoo! Patreon!
Yeah, so it's live now. So you can sign up from right now. And yeah, we'll quickly run you through the tiers. So we've got 2 tiers. We have a lower tier where you get bonus episodes. Do we know how many bonus episodes per month, Jamie?
Yeah, so, I mean, we're looking, obviously, doing a couple of extra bonus shows, which are brand new shows. So, yeah, I mean, just to give you an idea of things we've already got recorded, ready for people who hit the road running straight away. So one of the new shows, which will be a monthly show, is going to be called Squared Roots. So it's going to be kind of like one of the sessions, but it's going to have a bit of a twist. So because it's on Patreon, obviously we can have proper music. So we're going to do like a Desert Island Disc style show with a guest. So we'll go through, that person will bring 5 cards with them on the road trip. They'll pick 5 tracks of music and they'll discuss why they like those tracks. You'll hear those in full as part of the episode. And then within the road trip, we're going to pick up a wrestler on the way through and we'll find out what match that person wants to talk to that wrestler about and then create a dream trading card about that particular wrestler, match or event. So a really cool show. We've had a couple recorded. So we've got one with the Wizard Graham Reed already in the can. So that will drop next Thursday. And then if you sub now, and then in July, we've got the Canadian nipple biter, Gordon Geezer. Ankle biter, nipple biter. He'll be joining us in July. So they're already recorded, already sorted, and they've picked some great tracks for that. So that's going to be one of the bonuses. As Chris said, we've got some more bonus content. So we're going to be doing some retro set breakdowns in the style of a new set breakdown. So that'll be a monthly show that goes out. Plus, of course, any of the Squared Circle sessions or anything like that will migrate to Patreon. So we'll just constantly keep all that bonus content within the Patreon feed, basically.
Yeah, and there is also, nothing's set in stone yet in terms of if Dave just decides he wants to do an hour's rant about what he wants to do a Lloyd talk or something, you know what I mean?
I've got stuff in my mind, man. It's it's going to be good.
So anything that we do extra, you will get in that lower tier. So that is £4 per month. So not too bad. You will also get access to a new Facebook group that we're starting. We're going to do it privately, only for Patreon members. So that way, for me especially, I feel more comfortable selling, for instance, when it's private rather than putting it out there in the public and getting a load of jabronis, being jabronis. So yeah, so there'll be all different types of opportunities in the Facebook group. And that's for £4 a month. So that's the lower tier. And then we have the higher tier, which is £10 a month. You get all of the same stuff from the lower tier, and you'll get a bi-monthly trading card. So, woohoo. We've got the first sort of batch of cards ready to go. They would arrive kind of in the first sort of month or so of you signing up. And then after that, we've got some ideas, but we would like the Patreon members to kind of not help us with ideas, but kind of give their own input of things they want to see on cards. So we've definitely got some ideas, but yeah.
Yeah, and I think as well, obviously, we've had a lot of love for, we've done our own cards for fun and things like that. So we've had people ask if these are available. We said yes or no, but if people want to see those kind of things, we can obviously go on to that as well. So I guess just another quick thing as well, obviously, if you're on the Patreon as well, you'll get things early. So our normal drops, you'll get that dropped as soon as possible, whereas normal subscribers on your normal feed, the normal episode will be dropped later after the weekend. Yeah. So you also will get the show early as well, which is a additional perk for that lower tier as well. So
yeah, because normally we kind of publish the show on a Friday, that will be changing to Mondays, and the Patreon members will get it a little early, or they'll get it at the same time that they normally would on the Friday.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Cool. Excited? You guys excited?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, buzzing. I mean, it's going to be really nice to like do some other bits and pieces. And we have always discussed as well, obviously, the idea, obviously, we want to grow the community, get involved with people, and obviously, link people up as well. So this should hopefully allow us to, get more involved with everyone, really.
Yeah, just be a little bit more creative. And we've got no reins now. We can say what we want. We can do what we want. Yeah. Happy days. Happy days. Happy days.
I'm really looking forward to it, man. It just feels like a new chapter.
Yeah, that's it.
Of we've gone through several chapters of the show in the last 3 years, coming up 3 years now as well.
Well, I was going to say, next week is our 3rd anniversary, so this is like perfect accidental timing.
It's cool, man. It's just, I just feel like I don't think we've ever been better. I said this recently to someone, and that's not me being with a big head. It's just, I truly believe that this show has just got better and better over the years. And I think, if that's the case, God knows what our limit is. You know what I mean? I still think there's so much room for us to grow as well, into different markets across the world, etc. You know what I mean? So, really looking forward to it, man. Really looking forward to it.
Should be fun. Right, shall we talk about the reason we're here? Cards. So card news. Gonna start off with some WWE and Topps news. So we've had Topps Now. On the last show, you guys hadn't had the Backlash physical release yet, had you?
No, we'd recorded earlier, yeah. So
we have had quite a few Topps Now releases. Do you want me to list them? So we've had Pat McAfee, Orton and Cena, R-Truth, the White Six. Then we had Seth, Bronson Reed, and Paul Heyman on the one card. Trick with the TNA belt. Stephanie Vacure's Raw debut. And then lastly, we had 2 NBA players in Tyrese Halliburton and Jalen Brunson from the Knicks. That was the Eastern Conference Finals card, I guess. So, yeah, random. But both wrestling fans. So, yeah, we've had quite a few Topps Now releases. Did you guys go for any of these?
I didn't. No. I do regret, though. I wish I had, because obviously the R-Truth card, obviously you got your Ron Cena variant. It would have been quite nice, now knowing what we know, to pick that up.
Second to last match or something.
Yeah,
but the White Six card was nice as well. I thought that was a really, really nice image that they put up.
They haven't really had many or any images or cards with all of them on them, have they? So
really cool.
I did go for, I missed quite a few of these, but I did go for some Stephanie Vacure's yesterday. Vacure. I just think, in terms of like, if you buy, I think I bought 5. So in terms of that, you've got higher chance of getting a hit, and they're gonna sell afterwards, aren't they? Let's be honest. Mm-hmm. They're not going to lose value.
Were there any auto chances with any of these? I assume there was some, but
I feel like there was maybe one. And I don't know. Actually, it might not. I'm not sure. No,
that's right. I'm just curious because there's a lot there, but
there was with a Cena, but I feel like that might have been the Cena before these ones.
Okay, yeah, I'm just curious because there's a lot of similar names cropping up in these Topps Nows that are the same people over and over, and I just wondered if we're going to get this onwards, because it would be nice to get a bit of a mix other than Vacure, Cena, Orton, these kind of guys. So we'll see.
Do you ever think with Steph Vacure, like every time I see her, I always look at her and go, I never thought I would see a satanic, sexy goat in WWE, and
here we are.
It exists. There you go.
Yeah. Something for everyone, mate.
I don't know. I love the bum head thumping into the ring. It gets me every time. I love it.
Yeah,
it's really
good. Bless her.
But yeah, I'd imagine we're going to have some more Topps Now in the next few days. As we said, we've already mentioned it with Mariah May.
So much going on. Like since they started doing them, you forget how many moments they actually do have, because like the one thing Topps Now has done has just pumped out these moments
every
one after the other.
moment that has happened, they've got it on a card, haven't they?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very, very cool. Sticking with WWE, we haven't had another physical release since Topps Chrome. It's starting to piss me off, but we have seen...
Pissing a lot of people off. Poor Whatnot's drying up the fuck.
CFP run out of stuff to say months ago.
It's fine, they've got baseball.
Fuck you, Danny.
WWE Universe. So seen more cards being signed. I think the two that I've seen are Typhoon, which the card looks amazing.
Yeah, it does.
And Adam Pearce, who wrote he'd written like an inscription.
Everyone needs love, innit? Or everyone needs a friend, I think, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Love somebody today, I think.
Love somebody today, that's right.
I've been on an episode of the Muppets.
Yeah, what's all that about? But on card autos, at least, they look jazzy. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm hoping it won't be like an expensive release. What do you think?
I think lower mid.
Yeah, like a Revolution or something. Yeah,
I hope so.
Yeah, but
one auto a box. Maybe like one auto or relic a box. You know what I mean? Like really string it out. Like I don't know. But sorry, Jane.
No. What I was going to say was, it seems, I know it's been a long time, but they seem to be signing these cards for a turn. It takes a long old time, and it's like, actually, why does it take them so long for Adam Pearce to sign his cards when they're obviously going there quite regularly to do stuff? Anyway, it is what it is. But we'll see. I do wonder if there's actually still. I mean, when would you imagine the release date would be? Because at this point, it's going to be months still, isn't it? Really?
I just feel like with Topps at the moment, they've now got so many licenses, and even they're doing cards for licenses they don't have. Yeah. I just think they've got so much on in terms of printing and everything that WWE has just been pushed to the side, left to the back, sort of thing. That's how it feels, anyway.
Yeah, it's very peculiar.
It is, and staying on this kind of same thing. A couple of episodes ago, we mentioned Topps Cactus Jack would be getting a public release.
Hobby release, yeah.
Hobby public release. I haven't seen anything else about this, and I've written in my notes here. I don't think I ever saw anything about this. I think I just went off of what Dave had seen.
I think you've seen it already, hadn't you?
The episode with Medina, wasn't it?
No, they announced it at the summit, and that's literally it. That's it. They said these are the sets that are coming out. Laters, and that's all we've had. So we could, to be honest, we could get Universe. We could get that. It's not. Is it Royalty? Isn't it? It's not Destiny. It's Royalty.
Royalty, yeah.
So we could get that first, or we could get Cactus Jack first. We just don't know.
No.
Whatever comes out would be lovely. Just something.
Anything.
Just anything other than a Topps Now card would be great.
And unfortunately, that's all breakers are really dealing with at the minute. They are picking up the secondary market Cactus Jack stuff and random
Topps
bits.
Topps Now. Do a Topps Now break.
Now breaks.
Yeah, Topps Now break.
Oh wait, all the cards are the same.
Yeah, it's tough because I say that. And obviously, we haven't got an AEW. We'll get into AEW, but there's obviously we haven't got much filler either, have we? So yeah, it's not good for wrestling and whatnot.
Well, one thing that we have had in the interim is Saturday Morning Cards. So not a very big company or a well-known company, but they do have some cool licenses under their belt. They've just brought out a Matt Cardona set. So it's being broken now, so it is out now. CFP had like a video on their Instagram, and I've seen
content they've had recently.
I've seen breakers on Whatnot in the US. I think it was like the Great Curator and a few others that have had Matt Cardona sort of on their stream. Obviously, you can do like picture-in-picture sort of thing. So yeah, it's been cool to see him talking about, you know, what cards are being pulled, and the actual cards themselves are very, very nice. We do have some of these on the way, Jamie?
Yes, we have. Yeah, so ATP Matt has got a load shipped to Dad's. So when I go there in July, I'll pick them up and bring them back over here. So yeah, there are some en route. I'll bring
Thank you, Matt.
the mule.
Yeah. I've been singing their praises for like ages. The Saturday morning cards. I got the.
Was it Street Fighter? You was just.
So I've got the gold. Before? I got my first hit was Terminator 2, and I got the gold out of that. And then I've had 2 lots of Street Fighters because they're doing dual characters per box, basically. Yeah. So it's an expensive box every time you buy it because it's like 80 quid. So that comes out every couple of months. And then you've got... I bought Tigger from Winnie the Pooh the other day. And I got a nice out of 100 like starred variant of it. And it's beautiful. I honestly, I think they're beautiful cards. They do need, like, the Winnie the Pooh one had image variations on it and stuff like that. You do need image variations of it, not just different parallels, like styles of parallels. But I think they're a great company. I really do. And I think they're quite affordable, really. And you get a nice box. The whole
presentation looks really, really good, doesn't it?
They've got better and better as well because they've got the top loaders,
mags,
that's it.
Mags, yeah.
The mags keep getting better and better. They're not like the plain mags, they're designed mags, and they come in a really nice presentation box. So it feels like we're working on their behalf right now. We're really not.
We're not.
I've always liked them, to be honest. And when because I saw the news. They sent out like a marketing email about it. And I was straight on the CFP Facebook saying, Matt, you're doing these. And he was like, go buy them. And it's like, great, cool. Like, I'm really excited for it. So, yes, lovely times. Really cool.
I agree. Last one on this. Is there anyone you would like to see Saturday morning cards do? Because
I haven't already done.
Well, no, like in the wrestling, like in wrestling. Because my thoughts was maybe like a Hogan or an NWO. Because I just feel like you could do a few different variants there. Obviously, you wouldn't necessarily be able to do them because they're tied to WWE. But in an ideal world,
I would like to see someone like the old retro. Obviously, they don't like Street Fighter, like the old animation stuff. I would like them to do like the old In Your House or like the WrestleMania arcade game with like the wrestlers would be quite nice.
Yeah, quite cool.
I think it was a side shot, but
I got a doink.
Doink or something. Do you know what I mean? I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything kind of retro vibe would be cool.
I think Macho Man would be quite cool. Just like and all like parallels of different Macho getting Macho King and stuff like that.
Macho Madness.
I know. The thing is, though, it's very reminiscent to what Cardona's character is, anyway. You know what I mean? So it's a bit like, I don't know. I have to think about it because you'd need a colourful character, and Cardona is a very colourful character, and he pulls off very well.
Yeah.
So
defo. But yeah, obviously when we get them in hand, I'll obviously try and open mine on YouTube. But yeah, we'll show you what they look like at the time. Right. Shall we move over to Upper Deck and AEW? So we've had, although Jamie says we haven't had anything physical, but we have had EPAC. We've had lots of EPAC. So starting off with new arrivals, we've had 2 in the last sort of 2 weeks. We've had Mina Shirakawa and Tekla the Toxic Spider. Did anyone buy any?
Yes.
I know Trav did.
I did too.
Yes. Ooh. We all did. So let's start off with Mina. Did anyone buy any Minas?
No.
I did. I picked up some Mina. I can't remember if I got a blue Mina. I'm not sure. I have to double check. But I did buy a few packs of Mina anyway.
Okay. I bought a few. I think I bought 13. I got like 4 blue and 1 gold.
Nice.
So I was happy with that. Tekla.
Spider.
Can I just say, what are they thinking? Not having her in the fucking spider pose,
upside down,
home run. There's a home run right there. The only thing that I can think is when she actually debuted, the top she had on might have shown quite a lot of boob action.
Daily Star.
Why not? Daily Star. Yeah. Page 3, 4, and 5.
It would have probably sold a few more.
Yeah, right next to the Holy Grail. I bought 2 and got a blue.
Yeah.
2 and a blue.
2 and a blue.
But the thing is, she was wearing a silver top as well, wasn't she? So
Yeah.
I didn't know if it looked
Yeah, like a
gold.
lilac.
Yeah. So I didn't know. So anyway, just 2 and a blue.
I'm just checking. I got 2 and a blue as well. So
2 and a blue.
I got 5 and a gold and a blue.
Oh, mate.
1 blue.
That's good times.
Nice, yeah.
Good
I
times
think
when you
1
get.
blue.
Yeah, good times. Just take the win. Take the win. Never look back.
1 blue, 1 gold. There you go.
There you go. Bingo,
So, yeah.
bango, bongo.
Nice. And then we also had match dated moments, my favourite. So the base set was Dax of FTR. We had Swerve with his pin shoes. We had Hurt Syndicate with MJF. Tony Storm, Okada, Ricochet, and then we had a blue Mercedes Monet and a gold Hangman Adam Page. Any of these boys?
I went in quite.
These are now
super heavy,
gone.
Completely gone.
I didn't get any.
No.
None. Jamie?
Yeah, I did. I bought a few packs actually because again, I wanted to try and pick up some. So I got what I got an FTR. I got a Speedball Mike Bailey and Okada. I got the Swerve. I got the Hurt Business, and I got a blue Mercedes. So yeah, not bad going. But that's probably the most I bought for ages. I think because I liked the event so much, I went in for it. So
I think that helped definitely. So on these ones, not on the SEs, I am going for the full set this time because I'll speak about it a bit later, but I've now had all of my match day moments in hand and I'm about 16 or 17 short. And I think something like 15 of them are golds. And you look at the prices of these golds especially from 23 and 24, they are high. So my strategy is to go hard on EPAC rather than truck. So what I've done previously is not gone as hard, and then I was going to try and pick them up secondary market. I'm fucking that off. I'm going hard on EPAC and trying not to go to secondary market. So I bought 28 packs.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
oh, dude,
I was doing it in lots of 5, and then I think I ended up with 4 blue Mercedes and 1 gold Hangman. Today I was like, these are going to finish in about an hour or 2 hours or something. And I didn't like that it was on 28, so I bought 2 more packs to get to 30. And I got another gold Hangman, so that was a good investment there.
Yeah.
I think the thing is though, like even the blues, you can recoup some cost back on those, even on Facebook groups now. So yeah, it's not a bad shout at all.
I mean, you look at Megan Bain. I've got 5 blue Megan Bain rivals.
Oh, blue brains!
People are posting them on eBay as pre-sale now, and they're charging like $100 for a blue, and they're selling as well. So yeah.
They're still not physical yet, though.
No, New Arrivals isn't. Yeah, I mean, that one was January. So there's still some match dated moments from 2024 that aren't redeemable.
No way.
Achievements from match dated moments 24 not redeemable yet. So they were December.
Upper Deck, sort that shit out.
Yeah. But yeah, I much prefer these match dated moments than the SEs. I'm not keen on this green-red SE thing. I think it's just the price of the 1 pack is too much. Anyway, right. We also saw a hobby release on EPAC, which was Black Diamond. 1 pack, 6 cards, $349.99 Mickey Mouse. So it's a lot.
I was expecting it. I was expecting it to be about 225, 250.
250, yeah. I was thinking 250, 300 max, but you can pick these up on secondary market at the moment for about 200. I think I've seen one that was under 200.
What?
But
Pounds on Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's mad,
yeah.
It's embarrassing. I just don't know. I did say to Billy about it. It's like the person creating the prices has got a random number generator. Oh, 350.
Bruce Forsyth's there, higher or lower.
They just do it. Why not? And it does wind me up because it makes no sense. Because I can only imagine it would be that price if people were like, if they were getting a load to get like achievements or like really big achievements and stuff like that. But nobody's gonna go like massively for these. Chris, you were watching these like sell, and apart from one person coming in, swooping in and buying a shitload,
yeah, there was hardly any, wasn't there? Yeah. So I think it was something like the first hour I worked out they'd sold 14 boxes or 15 boxes or something.
Yeah, geez,
just
crazy.
Nuts. And you think if you put that at, say, like what Dave said, 225, I would have bought one.
I would have bought one.
Exactly. I was expecting that day to buy one, and then I was disappointed that I didn't.
As soon as I saw it, I just went, nope.
No.
I was just, honestly, I felt a sinking feeling. I just thought, you know what? If I buy that one, I know I'm going to get stung.
Well, the thing in my eBay cart, I've got a box of this and a box of Spectrum, and it's less money than this. Wow. So I was just like, I can't do it. But yeah, it's a shame.
I do wonder how many have now sold. Actually, we'll have to have a look afterwards.
Yeah, they have sold a lot, but again, as we said,
quite a lot have gone over to ComC now as well.
Yeah, so they're starting to pop up on ComC. But I just think they would have sold double if they'd have just knocked off a little bit. Anyway,
the thing is, Spectrum sold out. I cannot see Black Diamond selling out.
I think they're going to have a hard time for sure. And speaking of that kind of thing, during Double or Nothing weekend last weekend, they did do a sale on EPAC. So it was for Series 1 and Series 2, 2021 and 2022. 25% off per pack, per box, etc. Series 1 was still too high, though. Do you think they're going to go any lower on that? Or do you think that's... No.
Well, they don't seem to adjust their prices. It's like, it's this price. And we may give you flash sale prices, but we're never going to do anything different with that price.
They're never going to permanently sort of go, right, we're going to make it $50 until it sells out, which is nuts.
Which I find it nuts because they never adjust to the market. I can understand why sometimes, like, for the achievements, but it's been years, man, and it's still just sitting there. And there's no guarantee. Like, if you bought a box of Series 1, there's no guarantee of anything. You get one nice card, but that one nice card could be a Wednesday in Action. It's just like, I'm not paying 200 quid for one, you know what I mean? So, Series 2 was nice, cheap price, though.
It was.
Give it its due.
$4.99 normally for a pack of that, so... It was 25% off. You guys bought, Dave, you bought some, didn't you?
I bought some, yeah. So I bought some Series 2. I didn't hit anything.
Did you get anything?
No. You did, though.
Who the fuck is Griff Garrison? So that's who I got. I bought a Griff Auto to 25 and a Dynamite to like 199 or something. I also pulled, I thought this was quite cool, an Ethan Page gold memorabilia. Obviously, that's like his rookie card or like his... I don't really count Spectrum, but it's his first like kind of pack pulled rookie, I thought. So that was kind of cool. Jamie, did you say you didn't go
I did. I did. I went for 2022. I didn't do 21, obviously with the price point. But that $4.99 with a 25% off, I did, I think about $40 worth, maybe a little bit more. I did find there was a weird, not really, but I did find there was a bit of a weird pattern that I'd have like the hit would be the same as like the last card in the pack, or was like back to back. So I'd like a Matt Hardy, and then the next card was a Matt Hardy hit. So there's a weird kind of pattern into it. But I just done that over the weekend, which I thought actually was worth the punt, you know. But I think Lloyd had mentioned 2024 was drying up a bit, and I definitely agree there. It's definitely drying up a bit now.
Yeah,
when you say that, Billy just hit a. Better Than You and You Know It, Boom Boom, dual to 10 auto.
What, just now?
Damn.
2 days ago, he did.
Oh, wow, jeez. Oh,
I woke up to it and he's going, oh, I bought one pack and that's what happened. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm the same. Like, I haven't pulled anything that good or as good as MJF over there, but I've been pretty consistently pulling like numbered cards and, you know, to 49s and stuff. So it's not necessarily dried up for me, but the autos for me have definitely dried up. I haven't had an auto in like a month or something. Cool, right.
Apart from Griff.
Oh, yeah. Griff and a Keith Lee. Thanks. Thanks.
It's like me forgetting my Harley Cameron. I've never pulled an auto. Oh, yeah, the one I showed you. Yes, of course I did.
Cool, right. That's about it for card news.
Breaking news. The last time I'll mention Billy today, probably, but I did speak to him about metal.
Metal?
AEW Metal.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds so wrong to me. AEW Metal, the new metal. It's incoming! Incoming! Can't give you much more information than that at the minute, but it's on the way.
Nice.
So, there you go.
I am planning on actually seeing Billy next month, so
Yes.
I've been chatting to him, trying and get it sorted. But yeah, hopefully if I can have a quick chat with him, that'd be quite cool. So
I want to know who's taller, you or him.
me or Billy, back to back.
I think you're about the same size. I reckon he's going to be taller than you.
How tall are you, Jay?
Well. 5'7".
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, he's one shade off.
It's like I've never met you or something. Like, what? Fair enough.
I don't know if that's a positive. Oh, really? Like, oh, you?
No, I thought you were taller.
Or taller?
Yeah, no, I thought you were taller.
Because we're about the same size, aren't we? We're about.
I'm 5'10", 5'11".
Oh, really?
Right, yeah.
I'm 6, but
I thought you were close to 6 foot as well, actually, Chris. As well.
yeah, I thought you were close to 6 foot.
Maybe.
With these high heels on.
My flats. Cool, right. I'm a little bit parched, guys. I might need a
coffee
break. I fucking did it right.
Oh, not talk.
First time.
Talk. Coffee talk. Cool. I'm really, really struggling with this because every time I think of a topic, I just think, oh, we've already kind of spoken about that, or it's too close to what we've spoken about. And this one might be the same. It is a kind of a big day today. It is the release of the Nintendo Switch 2. So I wanted to talk about gaming and Mario and midnight releases and, do you know what I mean? Because this is the first console release that I haven't worked in a game shop since the Wii, which was 2007. Really? So I've done every console that's come out since then. I've been there selling it or at midnight and, you know, all sorts of crazy shit. During lockdown, I was there selling fucking PS5s when no one was allowed out. And it was deemed, you know, oh no, this is a good enough reason to go out.
It's essential.
Get a PS5, yeah. That was in the second lockdown. But yeah. Did anyone Did anyone get a Switch 2? Mine turned up today.
I didn't even know it was coming out.
No. So no from today.
I knew it was coming out. I didn't know it was coming out today. There you go.
I knew it was coming out, and I was on the fence for a little while. I opted against getting a Switch 2 in favour of a ROG Ally X, so I went with the big beast in the end, rather than a Switch 2. So that's what I went for earlier in the year. But yeah, I haven't seen much more about it, but we can get into it a bit more, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
Chris.
I decided to get one because, I don't know if you guys know this, it is my birthday tomorrow. And I just, thank you. I don't think I've ever bought myself a birthday present like this before either. And I was just like, no, fuck it. It's the day before my birthday. I kind of want it. The kids want it. I'm going to get it.
Good.
So yeah,
Nice.
Happy birthday
Treat
to
yourself.
me.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
I bought my ROG for my birthday as well. I went out the day before and bought it for my birthday. I was like,
go.
damn it. I'm 35. I'm going to buy myself my first console.
Nice. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to know any thoughts on gaming. Dave, you're not really a big gamer, are you?
I like to shoot deer. Yes. Oh no,
Fellas.
sorry. You mean,
Oh,
you meant
big game hunters.
no. Yeah, so I've had a quite a good gaming experience when I was a kid. Got all the bits and pieces throughout all of the 90s. I think it's Game Boy, SNES, Segas, many different Segas I remember, and then PlayStation 2, and that's where and I did have an Xbox as well, but that's where I kind of fell off the map, as it were. So I kind of gave up gaming in my probably 1920, and then didn't really start it up ever again. I did buy a PlayStation 4 a couple of years ago before the PlayStation 5 came out, and how do I say this?
Not touched it.
What I didn't think. Well, I didn't know, like, when I went into it, because I used to be really good at Street Fighter, really good at Street Fighter, and then I had all of like the old Street Fighters, and I started playing them, and I just realised I have no reaction time. And
It's dropped.
For me,
yeah,
it's
dropped,
my
yeah.
thumbs. My knuckle, the thumb is gone.
The track and field thumbs.
Yeah.
and then I noticed my thumbs were killing me afterwards, and I was like, I'm not enjoying this experience. So it kind of like, and I've left it since then. Really, I do have a Switch. You know, I've got a Switch.
Yeah.
The old Switch, the portable Switch. What do they call it?
The proper Switch.
The light.
Because you get the Switch is the normal one, and you can like put it in together. But there's one where it's like hardened console.
There's one that you can put on the TV or handheld. Then you've got the Switch Lite, which is like just a handheld.
Switch Lite. That's the one. Yes, that's what I was looking for. And I love that, and I love playing all the games on it. Really cool. I've loved all the games I've got on it. I still buy them intermittently, to be honest. I like Super Rare. I like those kind of games as well. I like the unique indie games that you can get.
Ones,
yeah. But so I have, but there's a fucking big gap, mate. It's like,
I know how you feel, because I've gone my whole life basically being addicted to playing video games, and then I got to, I want to say about 2020, 2019, and I just dropped off, and I'm still not really back playing or anything. I think the kids are more into it now, and I just kind of help out where I can with that. I say that as in the last month I've completed, if you know it or have played it, Super Mario 3D Land. And I mean, when I say I've completed it, I've done like every star, every top of the flag, every character. It's taken a long while. And then Lou, who is only 3, bear in mind, he's very good at the game as well. He overwrote the save file the other day. Heartbreak. And I said to it, I was like, it is a good job we've got the Switch 2 coming soon, because I was not happy. But
I definitely had the same kind of thing as you guys. So I've always had, like, I was on PS3 and I went up to PS4, then I moved over to Xbox to be the same as my brother, so we could like do stuff together. Yeah. But then as he started like working more and obviously working full time, like actually I wasn't using the console at all. So I moved to this handheld ROG, and I feel like I now do a lot more gaming on that of an evening or before bed or just to unwind. Yeah. Just playing stuff, and it actually having like the cloud streaming stuff is just such a nice little thing to have. And I don't feel like I now miss having a physical console plugged into telly the whole time. Yeah. I just feel like handheld is definitely the way forward at this point. So I think Switch coming out right now is probably, the Switch 2 is probably a good timing, I think. Yeah.
What about midnight releases? Did you guys ever, I mean, Dave probably not, because the era that you kind of dropped out is when midnight releases went crazy. But Jamie, did you ever go to any?
Yeah, I always felt a bit sad because I used to always get the new wrestling game each year, and they never used to be midnight releases for SmackDowns. So I used to have to wait till the next morning. I did do a midnight release for the original PSP, so I went for the midnight release for that. But yeah, I haven't really done. I was never really like into like Call of Duties and all that kind of stuff. I was really like into FIFAs and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I didn't really go much other than that, really.
Yeah,
I do miss I missed the PSP era because like that was just after really. And everyone who had a PSP always has very fond memories of a PSP.
Hold up still now, that's the thing. Yeah, exactly.
That's the only reason all my mates loved it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But I just, I think that was the one thing I missed out on. That's I kind of not regret, but it just wasn't my time, man.
It was a short period, wasn't it, of like sort of 7 or 8 years where midnight releases were a thing. In my shop where I used to be manager, we stopped doing them in 2020 because they just completely tailed off. They weren't anywhere near what they used to be.
Well, COVID times, right?
So it was just before COVID.
Oh, really?
That I think it was probably the year before, so 2019, just before Christmas, there's loads of games normally coming out, and we would do 4 or 5, and we didn't do any because it was just the low turnout. And it's something that I've mentioned to like my older son, who's 11, and he can't fathom it. Do you know what I mean? He's just like, why would you do that? Why would you go out? I was like, we couldn't download it. All right.
This is the difference, isn't it? Like it's now there at midnight, isn't it? And like if you fast forward your clock on your console to Australia, you get it before midnight. So it's like actually there's no point now these days in doing that, is there? So was your game console you got today, was it a midnight release that you went to today, or did you order it?
No.
Pre-order,
but
or?
I did speak to one of my mates, and he pre-ordered it from Currys, and Currys were doing everything a bit old school, so you couldn't pre-order it online with Currys or something. You had to go into store and physically like
give me a tenner.
Yeah, give him a tenner and they give you a receipt sort of thing. And I think they were the only people that I'd seen that were doing midnight releases for it.
Oh, really?
Wow.
So I quite liked that, yeah. Bit of an old school approach to it.
I like it.
I was glad I don't still work at Game because I saw like news articles online about they were having to cancel pre-orders and all the rest of it, which was typical Game from when I worked there. It did not surprise me in the slightest. Yeah,
it's weird as well seeing. I did have a look online, like stock stuff, and there's websites where you can see what is still available. It's interesting to see like Argos and Smiths were still offering like buy now, collect in 1 hour, and that was like 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Oh, that's good.
So it's strange that a lot of people probably aren't thinking that you can still go to physical shops to get the consoles, and maybe was going to Amazon or something directly.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, we went to Nintendo directly, and they check your account to make sure that you've logged a certain amount of hours on games. So yeah, my kids did me a solid one there because all their hours are on my account, so I got a pre-order.
Oh, he's just deleted a big save. We'll let him get a Switch from us.
There you go.
I fear I have this all to come with Stanley.
Yeah,
and she'll love it. Is Fortnite still a thing?
Yeah, Fortnite is still a thing.
Is Rocket League still a thing?
No, I don't think it is as much.
I see them playing that occasionally on the Sidemen.
Yeah, not
very occasionally you get Rocket League on.
Yeah, Fortnite they do like no build and stuff for. So because I played Fortnite right at the start when it was on disc.
Oh, right.
Before it was before it was big at all. Me and the guys at work would play it. But I was always shit at the building aspect of it. So now they've done this no build mode. I'm decent at that. Yeah, I played that quite recently.
Take half the game away, and I'm fucking great at it.
Yeah, take the main part of the game away. Just put it to shooting. But it's mental, the crossovers that they do on Fortnite. You know, we've had Cody and Undertaker and John Cena.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got some wrestling in.
What was your favourite game ever? Favourite game ever?
It's hard. It's between Zelda, Ocarina of Time on the N64, or maybe WCW versus NWO Revenge on the N64. Great games.
Jamie?
FIFA
I would go
99.
through generations. FIFA, the early noughties FIFAs are really good.
FIFA 99. Oh.
FIFA 94.
FIFA 95 is pretty good as well. Yeah, when I was growing up, I really loved the Hercules game that was on PS1. And I still play it to this day. I love the Hercules game. Then later on, Shut Your Mouth was like my go-to game in the early noughties. But recently, I say recently, it's probably 10 years old now. The first Watch Dogs was like the last game I really played all the way through, beginning to end, and got 100% stuff on it. But yeah, those kind of games. Assassin's Creeds, I've always enjoyed those.
Yeah, I did Valhalla all the way through. That was really good.
So yeah, no, that sort of stuff. I do like that kind of mooching around and doing side quest type stuff. Is what I've always gone for. What are you, Lordy?
Elite 2 Frontier. Yeah.
That's a random one.
Yeah. I love that game, man. You could trade like slaves on it and stuff, and drugs and stuff. I used to ferry across the countries trading illicit stuff back and forth. You want some space? Then go blow some stuff up, and then go trade again. It was amazing. I love that game. So yeah, that was really cool. Outside of Elite 2 Frontier, I do love Need for Speed.
Underground was...
Yeah, the later ones I really did like. I love the game version of it as well. I think it's like the mobile game version of it. That's what I meant to say. Mobile game version. I like Marvel Snap as well. I've just got I go through stages of that at the minute. I go into it for a couple of months, come out of it for about 6 months, and then go back into it again. Currently, I'm back into it again. So yeah, it's just weird. I have not a love-hate relationship with it. It's just like, I just can't be bothered with this anymore. I used to get to a point where there was not much more I could do.
Yeah.
And now I keep leaving it. There's so much more that I have to like pick up now. So I think I needed to step away from it for a bit. I don't know. Hitman I liked occasionally.
Good, yeah.
Hitman's a good games, yeah.
But I just used got really good nowadays, yeah.
Oh, really?
Really,
I just
really
used
good,
to...
Yeah.
I didn't like the fanning around a bit. Go in a hole that's like 50 yards away and then go through an intricate layer of tunnels in order to...
You bit smash and grab, were you?
I just used to go in, double barrel shotgun.
Boom.
There you go. Next level, please.
I do love that because on the newer ones, you can play it that way.
Yeah.
But it is, I do get the frustration is I remember being stuck on this level on one of the newer ones and you're on like a boat and you have to do, the whole thing up to this point and I kept dying at this certain point and you have to do so much to get to that point that it then becomes really frustrating. But yeah, definitely worth checking out some of the new Hitman games.
SmackDown 2, I think it was Know Your Role.
Yeah. I
think that was probably one.
Doesn't hold up when you go back and play it now.
No.
I did it recently.
And what was it? The Brock Lesnar ones. Is it SmackDown 5?
Yeah, Here Comes the Pain.
Here
Yeah.
Comes the Pain.
Yeah.
That was so good, man. That's kind of literally where I'm SmackDown 5. I don't know, but I love that game. I think it's cool.
I could talk about that sort of stuff for hours, but there's such a big modding scene on these old games now as well, like SmackDown 2's Here Comes the Pain up, where they're making like definitive editions, like putting in all the SmackDown guys into just Here Comes the Pain. It just makes it like the ultimate game, like 100 roster. But anyway, topic for another day.
Yeah, that's probably enough gaming for today, isn't it? Anyway,
yeah.
I've got some more to do later. Get back on Mario Kart as soon as this is done. I was playing Mario Kart right up until we started doing this.
I was watching a YouTuber earlier. He'd done Mario Kart World for 6.5 hours on a stream. I was like, Jesus.
We did about 2.5 hours between me and the boys earlier.
Wow, nice.
I still love watching the Sidemen. I'll send them again though. But Sidemen playing what's the game? Oh God, what's the game when you go around killing people and you're like, shh?
Oh, Among Us.
Among Us, that's it.
Yeah, Ted plays that all the time, yeah.
Yeah, like Sidemen playing that is very funny.
Yeah.
I do like that.
I quite like watching that one, actually, yeah. It's quite a cool one to watch Ted play.
Yeah.
For sure. Right, shall we move over to some purchases? Have we been purchasing, boys?
Well, do you want to start off with the draft first?
Oh yeah, so today we have been drafting today.
Yeah.
Our KGUS 61 cards came in from Tommy's mailbox.
Thank you, Tommy.
Thank you, Tommy. We love you, Tommy. So it was a bit of a different draft because we'd gone for the different bundles, I think we said on the last pod. So me, the Prez, and ATP Matt all went for the higher bundle, where you got 5 hits each, and Tommy.
So you get all the
base and the rewind and
lenticulars as well.
Lenticulars as well.
So you get all the bit, but then as well you get 5 hits.
5 hits. That's it. Yeah. And Tommy and Wes just went for one where you got like 3. I think it was like 3 hits or something, wasn't it?
2 hits.
2 hits. Yeah,
2 hits.
Something like that.
But they still had like the lenticulars as well and all the bits. But they, yeah.
So I think the lenticulars were like part of the hits, were they not? I think I'm not really sure.
I think they only got 1 lenticular.
Yeah,
and I think they got 2 hits on top of it.
Yeah, something like that. But we did the more fun one. It wasn't so fun for me. I came last in the draft.
Well, I came last in the first.
Oh no, you came last first time. Yeah.
But I traded up, didn't I? To get number 1 spot.
Yeah, and I think the last one was a bit worse because there were so many of us.
6 of us last time.
6 of us, so we were like double last time. But the Prez, you got pick number 1.
Yeah, I can. To be honest, because Tommy did the wheel spin to do the selection, and then as soon as the wheel selection came up and it started spinning, I was like, 100%. I know I'm gonna get this. I just knew. And then all of a sudden I saw your message pop up with the not so happy face, and I was like, well, it's between me and Matt then.
It served me right. I'd PM'd Tommy just before he did that and was like, make me number 1.
Just do it.
I was joking, obviously.
I know. He's very good at sorting everything out as well. So it was just by chance though that when we always call it the menu was laid out in front of us, we only had 1 of 1. So it was a very hard decision to make of what to go first.
Wasn't a bad 1 of 1 either.
It was not a bad 1 of 1. So there's only 12 1 of 1s in the set because they're the metal cards there's 6 base metal 1 of 1s. And then there's 3 of each insert. There's 2 inserts, which have 1 of 1s. And then I got one of the insert 1 of 1s, which was a Tiffany Stratton 1 of 1. Tiffy time. So do you want me to do what I got?
Yeah.
And then you go through. So I went with all the Tiffies. To be honest, it kind of just fell that way that I had to do it. As part of the draft.
When you get the 1 of 1 of something, it does then spur you on, and you kind of think, actually, I should.
Well, I didn't plan it because I was going to get the Uso to 4. I didn't expect to get an out of 3.
Yeah.
Because of the way it fell, Matt and yourselves picked up stuff.
Higher cards.
Yeah, but of people that you wanted to.
That we wanted, yeah.
So it just fell into my lap that the next time round, because of the snake, I got an out of 3 Tiffy and an out of 4 Tiffy as well. So I got a 1, 3 and a 4. Happy days. And then I got JUSO 4 out of 4, which love that as well. And a Roxanne at 6.
Yes. So I'll quickly go through mine. So my first pick was the Roxanne to 3, I want to say. To 3. I also picked a Punk Rewind. I was determined to get one of them punks. I think that one was to 3 as well. And then I got a Liv to 4, a Prototype John Cena to 6, and a Yeet Jey Uso to 6 as well. So mine was a bit more varied. Mine was kind of there was no one's the same sort of thing.
Yeah. I think we both did well, to be honest. I think
everyone did, because I know Matt's a big
Matt did well as well,
punk fan, yeah. So Matt did well, and he got 3 different punks, and 2 different but 3 different numbers. So he got like a 2, a 4, and a 6. Yeah. And he also got a C-nut and a yeet as well. So yeah, pretty fun.
It was good times. And then Tommy and Wes did their little, like a smaller break.
Yeah.
But they still had good cards though, man. Like
I would have been happy with a couple of them cards for sure.
Was it out of 2? I want to say it's out of 2 live.
Yeah, 1 of 2 live. Yeah.
Oh, man, you can't complain with that.
No, and
good price.
Really cool.
Really, really cool. Yeah, really good. Really, really fun. I didn't expect to do that today.
It was out of the blue, wasn't it?
It was like, I've got it all here. I'm ready to rock. Are you guys ready to rock? And I was like, okay. And
I was actually in the shower when you were taking your first pick, so I was like, I need to hurry up.
Go.
Yeah. I just couldn't believe that I got the first round pick. Like I say again, I got it. I didn't hit it the first time. So, but Chris, yes, I did feel a bit bad for you, mate, because I was like, it's going to be your time eventually.
I don't think
there'll be other times. Yeah,
I'll be honest though. If I had got the first pick, I'm not sure I would have picked the 101. I still think I would have picked the Perez because it just fits my PC way more than.
The thing is, though, it's the biggest. That 101 is the biggest K-Gust hit we've hit. Yeah, like, there's no other one that comes even close to how big of a hit that is. I know what you're saying. Like if I had a choice between that and probably like the Jey Uso 1 of 1, out of all the John Cena 1 of 1, I don't know what I would have done, to be honest. I've never collected Tiffany Stratton before, so it's just like, okay, this has happened.
Got quite a lot of Tiffy cards.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just a little something that I never thought I'd go down that way. So there you go. Happy days.
Out of what all of you've got, are you going to now try and go after anything on the secondary market or buy any more, or are you kind of happy with what you've got this time around?
I don't know. Like of this set,
I'm pretty happy.
I'm pretty happy. Considering we've got the bundle and got. I mean, we've paid
because we've got money, everything else as well
to get everything else.
Yeah, I think if it had been, say, it was just these 5 hits, I would have wanted to go and get a modern day CM Punk. I think would have been the only one, but because he's going to be in the base set, I'm happy with that. I
did message K Gust earlier on and did say to him, if you have any John Cena's, knock her around. I might have them at the end of the month. But I don't know, like I just would I want to do like a Tiffy Rainbow or anything like that? Probably not. So no. I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest. I didn't expect that today. I've been droughting on 1 of 1s this year. Yeah. Like Lad McConkey has been my only 1 of 1 hit up to June. Like we're like month 6, man, and I've hit 1 of 1. I
don't think I've hit any. Jamie, have you hit any?
No, I haven't either, no.
I don't think I have.
But
this
like,
year, no.
What, 2 between the 3 of us is shit. Like it's really like normally. What did we do last year? I did. Chris, you must have done about.
I think I did about 3,
5,
4 or something. Yeah, something like that.
Last year was a big year, but it's just fallen off the map this year. It doesn't help. There's not been any
product
releases. Yeah,
I haven't hit a 1 of 1 in Slam either.
Oh, I've got a 1 of 1 coming up in my purchases in a minute.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. First one of the year.
Well, it's not
a hit.
It's not a hit, but it's still good.
I'll count it until then.
I did. So I did reach out to K Gus as well. So we said to him about his surplus. I am thinking about post national picking up a couple of his surplus cards. So watch this space. He sent me all his price list over for stuff. So yeah, might go and pick up a few of these legends that he's got. So yeah.
Oh, is this the autos? Is it?
Yeah. He sent me his full list and said, "What deals?"
What's he got?
Everything.
Let's talk about it later.
Everything. Let's talk about
Yeah,
that.
Let's talk about it off air.
Yeah.
Cool, right. Are we ready for some purchases? So I had my ComC delivery from months ago. I requested this months and months ago. There was like 2 million cards ahead of mine, or 2 million orders or something. But it's done. It was 900 cards. It is in hand. So all the big cards are there and accounted for. Good, excellent. But there was 3 times during like me sorting this and working things out where I have 3 times has been a full set. So I know that it's a full set because I completed the achievement on EPAC. I can't complete the achievement if it's not a full set. 3 fucking times I've been missing 1 card from the set. So Jamie, can you play me Mark Henry's music, please? Because somebody gonna get their ass kicked because one of the cards that was missing was card number 75 from Metal Universe Mark Henry. So, tapping his watch. But yeah, I can't decide. Obviously, they're all base cards or like lowish kind of parallel, silver parallels or whatever. I can't be bothered to complain. I've gone and bought the cards again because and this is my question, do you think that it's just some cocksucker at ComC, fucking Margaret, taking out 1 card of they know it's a full set and then they just take out the 1 base card just to be petty? Do you know what I mean? It just seems too coincidental that 3 times it's happened.
I have definitely had similar thing with the 2021 set. So I've gone through, added all to my basket, bought them all, gone through. And as I've gone through them, I thought, I'm missing a Matt Jackson or I've missed one of the Rainbow Foils.
Random fucking card.
But when I buy them, I always add and I always make sure there's 100 in my basket. So I know I've done the whole lot and I've not missed a number. So I have had that where I've missed one. So yeah, it's mad.
And this is the same because it's an achievement. I have to have. I've done the achievement. I've got the 99 other fucking achievement cards. So it's just really frustrating. But it's fine. I went and spent 47
2 cents
cents on fucking 3 cards. So there you go. And it turns out I did have that Mark Henry card, so I didn't have to buy that one again. But now I'm going on. I've got like a silver achievement set with 1 fucking base card in it. It's going to piss me off. Anyway. So obviously I haven't been on the show for a while, so I've got quite a few purchases. I'll try and rattle them off as quickly as I can. So a lot of time and energy recently has gone into EPAC achievements. I've done 10 recently in, say, the last 2 months. A lot of help from the community, a lot of help from Dave at points, whether he knows it or not. But I've done, you. Lots of, it's like 1 achievement from 2023. Most of them are from the 2024 set, and then a few from Sting set as well. Which brings me, so Dave mentioned this on the show, the last show I was on. He managed to pull the snowflake that he is. He managed to pull a parallel to 40 of the Swerve from All In. I was very, very jealous of that. I was trying to do some more Sting achievements. I was trying to do it a second time round. And it just happened to be that the one I needed the most of was from that week. And I copied Dave and I pulled a to 40 Swerve Snowflake parallel. So
nice.
Done. Now I am done with the Sting set. That's the second Snowflake one I've got. So, and it's the one I wanted as well. So happy with that. Trying to think what's next. So I also Swerve today. I had a big win today. A 1-of-1 Swerve printing plate also from 2025 AEW. I think it's like the magenta one or something. I was expecting this to go a lot higher than it did. So it actually sold for the start price, which was 50 quid.
I'm incredible because there's not even any like typos or anything in it. It's a perfectly good listing. So great deal.
Yeah, crazy. And my higher bid was sort of a lot more than that. Swerve one of ones. I mean, Swerve autos usually sell for more than 50. So yeah, great win. Same seller was also he had a good box of 2025 if he only opened one box. He had a Mariah May image variation. So I picked that up. I paid almost as much as the Swerve Auto 101 for the Mariah. But that's
good price though.
Great price. Yeah, happy with that. And it's the third 2025 image variation that I've got. So I've got Soraya, Thunder Rosa, and now Mariah May. So yeah,
you're on the run now.
Cool. I'm on a run. But it has sent me down an image variation rabbit hole. So I've also managed to pick up Sting variation from 2023. The variation is he's wearing a hoodie. Paid 15 for that. And then I've pulled Athena and Ibushi image variations recently on ePack and picked up a Chris Statlander one for, I think it was $10. Really good. Next, so quick shout out to Sam from Kayfabe Icon Trading Cards. He put me on to that Swerve Auto. He's always doing a bit of shopping for me, so I do appreciate Sam for that.
He loves to know how to spend our money. He always reaches out to me and says, "Do you want this?"
So he told me about the Swerve one, and then I looked on the seller's account, and then I noticed the Mariah. So he technically told me about that. He also told me about this one, War Booty Auto. So it's Christian. So I managed to pick that up for, I think it was about 40 quid in the end. But Christian Rookie Auto, if I'm not mistaken.
Rookie Auto,
Rookie Auto on card. The auto's still looking pretty nice considering the age. And those War Booty ones, I've got a few of the Relics. So now I'm just on the hunt for an Edge War Booty. Cool. And then last ones, I swear. I picked up, these are more sort of PC ones, don't mean too much. Picked up a Trish from Photogenic, first off the line, 1 of 5. And again, I paid, that was on UK eBay, paid barely anything for it. And then last two are the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson. I picked up a to 18 Carl Anderson IMAC patch. I now have 3 of the 18. So I don't want to say I'm going to try and get all 18, but obviously that would be the goal, I guess. Yeah. I have been sent one earlier today, but it's a little bit higher than what I'd want to pay for it. So we'll see. The dream might already be over. And lastly, a Gallows $4 auto. It was from Undisputed 2018, and it's like a patch auto, and I have the Anderson patch auto to 99. So just finishing that off. $4. Boom.
Jeez, what a bargain.
Yeah. That's it. And I've probably missed off shitloads, but we haven't got all night to hear about my purchases. So I'll send it over to Jamie.
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously on the national saving hunt, but I've done a few bits and pieces. It's all good. So just after the last episode, I had payday and I went and bought myself something I've been watching for a long, long time. I think, Chris, you helped me some way with this by picking up that Harley Cameron a little while ago. But I pulled the trigger on a High Spots Hangman Adam Page signed card that they had, part of their lot. It's a full Adam Page and blue pen on the top, so I bought that as kind of something I've been watching for a long time, so I grabbed that. Also picked up another one of the Darby Allin image variations with the flamethrower. So I got one of those a few weeks ago, and I've just picked up another one of those as well.
Wasn't there a story behind that? Because I sent you that, didn't I? I sent you the cheap one, and then
right, yeah. So Chris sent me a cheap one for $10, so I grabbed that. I then had a shipment arrive, and I realised I already had the IV in my e-pack, and I went and bought another one on ComC. So I've now got 3 IVs, and I already had
Card
one
of the year.
transferred.
Card of the year.
So anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, I'd done the transfer to ComC and shipped my stuff over, and it was in there. So I was like, shit. Like Chris, I've also done a ComC order, so all of the Leaf stuff, all my AW stuff, select flashes, all that stuff is now en route over. So I haven't got don't as many cards as you had. I think I'm probably somewhere like 400 mark, I guess. But that's since February, so there's been a lot of buying on ComC since February.
Jamie, mine's for about 2 years. Mine had 2022 match dated moments and stuff in it.
I mean, to my credit, some of them are base sets, so when you consider a whole base set of stuff, it soon adds up.
1020p a time and stuff.
Yeah, you know, so and yeah, all that Sting sets in there. But yeah, I've done the ComC shipment. I picked up a Laredo Kid Heroes of Wrestling also. It was on American eBay for $2.99. I just saw him crop up on NXT, and I was like, you know what? He's a cheap guy. If he gets some momentum, he's going to be an expensive guy. So I grabbed that now to start clearing that off the list. And that's pretty much really on the card side of things. Obviously, I've done some e-pack stuff. I will say I was talking to Sam in the chat about some really random shit. I picked up a load of these. They're called VCDs, so they're video CDs, but they're for the Asian market, and it's like all the pay-per-views, but it's on 4 CDs that you watch on your laptop. So they're probably around. So I bought 6 of those, all different WrestleManias and stuff. So yeah. I don't quite know when I'm going to watch them, but they're quite a cool thing to have on the collection shelf.
Definitely
so,
different, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. 4 discs, and there's always the Raw or SmackDown as a bonus disc for after the pay per view. So bit niche. We never got that with DVDs. It'd be like the Raws and SmackDowns. So yeah, really, really random and cool. But yeah, that's it for me. Really
Nice,
cool. So I've had a mixed bag. Let's just say that mixed bag. So. I haven't been doing so well on e-pack. I have got myself another couple of boxes. Didn't really do anything with them, to be honest. I think my best hit came out of a single. Chris, you know about this one. You love it as well. And that's the Aussie Open out of 49.
Aussie.
Really nice card.
That's the red
one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I like all
So
them reds,
good.
but yeah.
So I've been after that one. Like, it's one of those on the list of I'd like to hit that if it comes up, because people are selling them as like 50 quid or something, aren't they? It's like $50, whatever. Other wrestling stuff, I did on a break get a Kevin Nash, Nan, and the Andrade International Treasures. That is such a nice card. It's him with the I was going to say Italian flag, Mexican flag behind him. You know what I'm like with culturally getting people wrong from countries. But it's such a nice autograph card. Love that. Did a select break for the new NFL. Did the Jets in like 3 or 4 boxes and picked up a Jermaine Johnson, the second out of 35. I love the field level selects, man, this year. So good.
That's nice design, yeah.
I'm gutted that we didn't get that, to be honest.
It's a shame we've not got that for wrestling.
Massively. And a lot of the rest of the stuff I've got a lot of stuff I bought in ComC, but I'll do that next time round. But it's kind of been Marvel Aurora from the Cacawell stuff. I know that it's not the best. Like, Whatnot's gone crazy for this shit.
Yeah.
Like, literally everywhere. It's kind of dying off over the last couple of days, but it was just constant for so long. Didn't do great on it. I hit one big card, which was the Ultron out of 10, the villains insert that they've done. It's really hard. They only get like 1 or 2 villains cards per case. So to hit out of 10 out of it,
really?
I was like, that's really cool. And then I did dive in for one time in one case to get Spidey, and I got...
You got some Spidey.
I got some Spidey. I was so happy to get the Superior Spider-Man. out of 45. That was really cool. I was very happy with that. So, that was kind of like the big purchase. I don't normally buy stuff that high on breaks generally. Like, if I go past 50 quid normally, I'm like, oh, nosebleeds kind of thing. But it's the one time I thought it's now or never. I had a feeling that he would come out, and boy did he. So I was very happy with that.
Nice.
Outside, next time round, I've got a lot of stuff on Common Football wise, lots of Julian Alvarez. I did.
Who does he play for now? Atletico.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I'm still like collecting Man City stuff of his. So I did do 3 packs of Prism Pink. Do you know what Prism Pink is?
Mm-mm. I did as well. I'd done the Prism Pink with Kem earlier in the week as well.
Did you? What did you get? So Prism Pink. Because
I don't know what it is.
It's the latest Prism set, and it's 1 card per pack. It's out of 11.
Oh, nice.
Mojo.
So it's like Lucky Envelopes.
Lucky Envelope, Mojo Pink, but it's only 1 card.
Yeah.
And I think they're exclusive to sports card trading.
Oh, okay.
So what did you get, Jamie?
Nothing.
Yeah, me too. What did you get?
I had, mine was a team one, so I went for I had Leicester as my team.
Oh, right. So you did a break of it?
Yeah.
What, Prism Pink?
I think it was Prism Pink. I'm sure it was. It's all come back all pink
you get
anyway.
1 card?
Oh, Mason was a different one then. Fine.
No, this is like an exclusive thing.
Sometimes they do like pink breakaway or whatever. Like that's one of the like Omegas and stuff, isn't it?
I didn't do anything expensive. Let's put it that way. So
yeah. Anyway, I got 3 cards. One's going to. I say one's going to Johnny. It might be coming back to me if he comes to Villa. But I got a Nicholas Jackson out of 11, and then 2 not so good ones. I got Ben Davies, Tottenham, which, to be honest, I've always kind of wanted one of his cards anyway because he's a Welsh boy. So it'll go in the PC.
European champions.
Yeah. Well, one of the European champions.
The lower.
The lower one. And is it Philip Billing?
Oh, okay.
Which I'm like, I might PC him because he's just won Serie A with Napoli, didn't he?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, he just looks like Mings' older brother. Well, younger brother.
Younger.
I think he's a couple of years younger. But I thought, why not start a random PC of him maybe in the future? I don't know. But I'm a very big believer in stuff chooses you. Like Tiff chose me earlier on today. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it was weird just going on to I went on because he was doing a break on Whatnot. And I just had a look. I always have a look at the buy it now because it's nice to see people selling either boxes or packs or something like that in the background. And I was like, oh, you got a couple of these. Go on, I'll give them a go. It would have been a lot better if I would have hit a rookie or a big guy, I suppose. Good player. But
or a Villa player.
Well, that's the thing. He was like, he just thought, as soon as I said Villa, I was like, there's no way I'm going to get a fucking Villa player here. Just hopefully not Wolves. I was just like, just not Wolves out of anyone, please.
Tuna.
Yeah. But yeah, it was all right. It was good fun. I'm glad I got a card for Johnny, to be honest. So there you go.
Nice. I swear this is the last one. I do want to mention it quickly. Last purchase, because otherwise I'll forget next time. I picked up my first retouched.
I saw that. You swoop in there.
I was quick. I was quick with it. I think price. I paid like $15. It was $10 or $15. But it was, so I nearly pulled the trigger on the Tony Storm one when it was offered to me on release, but it was a hell of a lot higher than that. But yeah, it's the Acclaimed with the scissors in it. Nice. So yeah, really, really cool. But that is right in the middle of my purchases, so I just bypassed it. So
that's good. Like first all in, that was so good times of us in the crowd.
Hilarious.
It was good fun, man.
Really, really good fun.
Cool. The guy who wouldn't scissor.
Oh, fuck that guy. Miserable cunt. Right. Let's move over. We're near the end of the show. Top Slam Jam.
Disclaimer, I have not been on Top Slam for about 3 weeks, so I will not really talk a lot for this segment.
That's a good job, because I was going to message you the other day, a couple of days ago, when I was doing the notes, because I was going to say the exact same thing to you. I had not played in 2 weeks, and I'd missed. So the last week you spoke about all the different stuff. You didn't mention when you spoke about in their name or whatever it was called. I thought it was hilarious that Lana was her first card back, and it was in her name.
In her name.
Anal. The pennants. I fucking love pennants.
Yeah.
I love them, and I missed because I kind of dropped out for a few weeks, being ill, and everyone was ill and everything. So I was stressed to fuck. I just stopped playing it, and I missed the second part of the fucking pennants one, and I went ham on the first part of that. But yeah, likewise, I did log back in a few days ago, and I played yesterday all day, and then today again I've just dropped off. It's a bit like Dave said earlier with the Marvel Snap. It's just one of them things. Too much going on, I think.
You can see as well from the numbers that are being pulled on the legendaries across the big releases from week to week. You can see that the numbers are dropping off. So the shine is going off a little bit. There's still people pumping in money left, right, and centre. And yeah, I mean, I still think the products are very hit or miss. I think
this is
you
it.
get
So
some really good ones, and I think you get some really shit ones.
This is it. So when I went back on, I was actually really impressed with most of what they'd brought out. Most of it was really, really nice, and yeah. So I'll run through what has been out, and if you guys have any opinions, thoughts on it, just sort of chime in. So we had Money in the Bank.
Sell me to it as well. Like if it's something nice,
I've kind of dropped out.
In.
I can't really sell you it. You know, I'm in the same boat.
There'll be a bit at the end where I have actually been buying on eBay.
Oh,
I have.
Interessante. Right. So there was Money in the Bank, which I didn't really like the look of. I think there's a few cards in it. Some of the higher cards, I don't know, more rare cards look really nice, but the base is... Ugh.
I wasn't a fan of the... you said that, like the money card.
The dollar bill ones is what I was talking about.
I didn't like the dollar bill card. It was out of 25. Where's hit a big one? Where's hit Live? Fantastic.
Yeah, Live, wasn't it? Yeah.
Cool, man. I just didn't like the design. I think it was a bit like... It was a bit sparse. It was like a bit basic. And I was thinking... That had such, like, considering like a lot of their stuff has been real big hits recently with the designs. I just thought this whole Money in the Bank set, all of it, just kind of felt a bit rushed.
It reminded me of the actual physical Money in the Bank set they released in 2019 or whatever it was.
Basic
and I didn't like that set. So, next one is Strata. I haven't gone in on this, and I'm not sure.
It was alright. I mean, yeah, there's other better ones. Let's just say that. Yeah.
NXT Battleground Tampa. Again, I didn't go for this.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
We have Mystic.
That was one of my favourites.
Yeah.
Really like Mystic. Loved it.
Nice.
Really, really pretty cards, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think when they're like black designs and stuff like that, when they do that really well.
Yeah. Was it these ones that was kind of like the cloud in the back? Mm-hmm. Was that it? Yeah, like the coloured cloud. Yeah. Grit. I'm loving these names, by the way.
I don't remember Grit.
Grit.
So those were the Mystic
I feel like
cards.
that was... Oh, no, I missed that one then. No, it's maybe it's Grit that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I don't know.
Had kind of like a really plain looking black background.
I don't know about Grit.
It
feels like I missed it, but no, I've got one.
You You
I've got one card. There you go. I've got the one pack. I've got.
Yes, it's that one then.
That
that's
one,
got
yeah.
that weird kind of. So I think they would look great as physical cards. It would be like a really arty kind of set.
Yeah.
The next one is the best one they've released ever, I think. WCW, where the big boys play. I love WCW. It was good to see some of these guys, on cards, in products,
So what guys were in it? Was it like your usual, like the Steiners, or is it? Totally different people?
Kind of. But they had some
Michael
different
Wall
ones.
Street.
Yeah, I always thought he was Mike Wall Street, wasn't it?
Yeah,
They
it was Mike
seemed to
Wall
have put
Street.
Michael. Was the Booker T one? What was it? GI Bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the
that
thumb,
one's
yeah.
cool.
It's like the proctologist, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charles Robinson got a card.
Yeah.
Little Nate
Liz.
got a card. Wow.
Yeah. Liz. Tori Wilson.
That's good.
Just Jack. So yeah, it was nice.
A young Shane Helms.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Yeah, one of my favourite ones. And there is a part 2 of that. So although I haven't completed part 1 and it's sold out today, I think, I'll be doing some trades, no doubt, to get that finished.
Sweet.
Next one, Monochrome.
I didn't go in for monochrome yet.
What is Monochrome?
It's new. It's only come out last couple of days.
Okay.
So I think it's just like a chrome-based set.
The issue is I was trying to sort of get a look at all these different ones, but I only had so many coins to claim, or coins to spend. Sorry, so I couldn't really get everything. Then we had our tops. Now, have they been? I assume they've just been doing the exact same as what we spoke about.
Yeah, a lot of spend a couple of coins, try and get like an uncommon card of it, which has been quite cool.
Yeah.
No, it's they've come and gone. It's got like I know what generally is coming on to Tops now by just looking at Top Slam releases. To be honest, so it's like, oh, okay, that's that.
Well, that was it. So I think on the last episode, you guys say about it's on Slam, but it's not been released physically,
And it hadn't.
So,
It didn't, did it, either,
Yeah,
in
that's
the end?
it. It did. No, it did. Yeah.
Okay.
Jamie missed it.
It wasn't when you
Probably.
recorded, but then it did release.
Oh, was
It
it,
did later
afterwards?
Yeah.
Oh.
So Slam, I think, had it a couple of days before.
There you go, Jamie.
Yeah.
It sees into the future. That's why. That's selling point.
There you go.
Advertising it, yeah.
Get back
See
on,
what's
Jamie.
coming. And then we had there's a few like continuation sets, Hidden Treasures and CMYK. I think that's in like part 3 now or something. And then main event current week is 90s Champs, which did we not have that before? Did we have it?
was IC Champs, wasn't it?
Champs. There you go.
But they were all
reaching,
guff, weren't
yeah.
they?
I think they're reaching.
So who can we really have as 90s champs? Who
So
would
I think they
actually
had. I think I've seen Diesel, The Rock,
Mankind today.
Mankind today.
The Mankind one.
I'm just quite good.
Yeah,
It's
the
not
design is pretty
classic
cool on these, isn't it?
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. Cool.
So that's it. I mean, Dave, you wanted to mention something.
Yeah, I've just been buying a few on eBay. So I was buying. So I started off. I got really cheap. Noam Dar out of 5.
Oh, Chrome Auto.
Yeah, and then I got a Karrion Kross out of 5, really cheap.
Kyrian Cross.
Kyrian is his brother. Yeah, and then I got a Hulkster out of 10.
Oh, that's really cool.
Nice.
And really cheap. The only one I did spend a tiny bit of money on, because I just thought it was cool. It was a booklet. It's a John Cena booklet out of 25.
That is very cool.
Nice.
It's the autograph, and it's from Inception. Yeah, so it's really cool.
I love the way it's opening and closing itself.
Yeah, they never used to do that.
That's really
They
They
cool.
never used to do that. But now, yeah, that's really cool. So, yeah, I just saw that for reasonably cheap on eBay, and I was like, I gotta get it, man, because, yeah, that just looks stunning. So, first time in a long time I've bought any Slam on eBay. So all transactions went through swimmingly, you know.
That's good.
It went really
It's
well.
good to hear.
So, yeah, good. So generally, if people are asking, like, well, how do you buy that? So basically, you purchase it. Don't ever buy one that says collection on it, because it never works out well. It's either free postage or it's like a penny postage. Some people even put normal postage on it, like dicks, but whatever. You just have to work that into the price you want to pay, I suppose. And then after the transaction, you just give them your username, and then they'll send you through a trade. They'll give it to you for like a base card, basically, and then off you go. Happy days, job done.
Yeah, I done one of the early sets. I think it was a teal set or one of the lightning sets. I bought it's a lightning purple set. I bought on eBay for $350. I was like, you know what? It's a nice set to have, and it actually was then good trade bait to then trade the rest of your purples to get other stuff. So I think within reason, like it's definitely a worthy tool to do. I know it's not in the mind of the game, but it's pretty cool, isn't it? So
that's the thing. Like at the end of the day, if you want a card and you can't get it, like if people are not trading it, and it's the only way to get it, then and you're willing to pay for it, then cool.
Yeah.
I don't have any qualms in it. Never have done.
If people did that with Upper Deck E-Pack, I would probably buy on eBay.
Well, they kind of do, don't they? Because they post it on the Facebook page.
On Facebook pages, so I have bought stuff recently. Kind of how, actually, one of the achievements I completed, the Canvas one, 90 cards. That's how I did it, is some guy was selling his entire collection. Yeah, picked up like 30 of them or something.
nice.
So, yeah.
I always still have to justify, like we even had to do that with Medina recently, like kind of justify the existence of Slam.
Was it K Gust, I think?
Maybe K Gust.
You were sort of explaining it.
But as I say, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Just please don't judge other people, or you just get on with it. It's
the fact is you can play it for free.
Exactly. But if you want the big cards, you got to spend out and get the big cards. That's ultimately what it is. Yeah, like anything, you know. So, and digital, for me, is I like sometimes I'll just be like I'll just pick up my phone and just look at the cards and be like, these are really cool cards. You know what I mean? I can't do that with my normal set of cards. I'll have to go in to, you know, where I've got them.
You've got to move
and like move them all about
off the sofa,
you know what I mean? I can just go, like, these are really cool, man. I love these. So that's it, man.
There you go. Cool. Right. I think we're at the end of the show now. Shall we say goodbyes? Plugs?
Yes. Go on, Jamie.
Yeah, plug us. You've got to do a new plug.
It's a weird plug.
Yeah, new plug.
Round, man. New plug.
Yeah, get it right. So as we said earlier on, the Patreon is now live. So if you're finding obviously this show in here now, thank you for signing up. If you're listening after the weekend, please do consider it. Again, it does help us cover all our costs to run the pod, you know, record the pod, host the pod, and that kind of stuff. So please support where you can, and appreciate everyone who does. As we have the bonus episodes, next week we'll be dropping the first episode of Squared Roots. So we have Graham Reed, the wizard, in for episode 1 of Squared Roots, talking all things cards, his favourite wrestler, and obviously picking a lot of indie disco tracks. So if you like your Hot Chip and Tame Impala and stuff like that, definitely check that out. But again, that will be out next week. And then if you want to find us over on different social media, as mentioned, we've got a new Patreon group for Facebook, and you can then also find us on Instagram at Squared Circle Relics Pod, and also over on X. And that is it.
Kind of on X. Ish.
Semi on X.
We've got an updated picture on it.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. I did some work on it.
Hashtag new profile pic.
Yeah, thank you. Good boy. Good boy. And just, if you're looking for us on Patreon, make sure you have the 18 plus on.
Allowance.
On. 18 plus on.
We're 18 plus anyway.
We're 18 plus.
You motherfuckers know that.
So, yeah. We we want to be realistic. We do swear a lot, so and talk about boobs and stuff. So.
And also with the Patreon, obviously, most people probably do use Patreon, but again, you will get a unique link to the pod. Then that can go into Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you just import the link in. So then it will come into your feed as it normally does otherwise. So yeah, do consider sign up and check it out.
Yeah.
Cool. And as always, I am on Instagram and YouTube, Cambridge Trading Cards. Nothing new on YouTube lately. I've had some hand issues, which is a weird thing to say. My hands have been all fucked up. So it's the last thing I want to...
Thumbs and hands, mate.
Too much something. So hopefully have some new stuff soon. I did pick up, actually, I've got them right here, some giant...
mate,
giant Merlin stickers. I got a few packs of these.
That's
to
cool.
open. So those will be there soon. And yeah, Instagram. Still, I'm posting more of my PC as and when I can. And we're still doing the eBay sales. So took a little break from eBay because it's been a motherfucker lately. But yeah, we're back and we're selling again. So yeah, if you want to check out what's been sold, then go and have a look on there.
We have to meet up soon because I've got lots.
We've got cards to sign. We got
that's true.
Consignments to consign.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cool. Right.
We should celebrate our 3rd year as well.
We should.
You should.
We should. We will.
I can't believe it's 3 years, man.
We will.
So yeah, thank you. Like before I sign off today, it's D_Lloyd boy. No one fucking cares, bro. But just thank you for everyone for the last 3 years, man. It's absolutely insane that we've been able to do what we've done for 3 years on the platform. We didn't even know what we could achieve on it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So thank you so much for all your love, time. I think it's more so than anything. It's people's time. Mm-hmm. that they've given to us, and I can't thank people enough for it. So thank you guys. Thank you, Chris from Card Tricks, and really positive for the future. Patreon.
Boom.
We're on Patreon, guys. Yay! Right.
Shall we say goodbye?
Yeah. See you later, boys.
See you later.
And love, John.